The cracks in the old financial system are no longer invisible. The US dollar, long held as the unshakable global reserve currency, is now under serious threat, not from China, Russia, or even inflation, but from the very system meant to protect it. At the Reagan National Economic Forum, JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon admitted what many of us have known for years. The greatest threat to the dollar doesn't come from outside. It comes from deep within the United States, from decades of reckless spending, out-of-control money printing, and political dysfunction fueled by corrupt elites. Dimon warned of an inevitable crack in the U.S. bond market. "It's going to happen," he said. "I just don't know if it's 6 months or 6 years." That's not a guess. That's a warning from someone who sits at the top of the global financial pyramid. And he's not alone. Billionaire hedge fund titan Dalio is also sounding the alarm. His words: "We should be afraid of the bond market." He compared the U.S. economy to a dying patient, bloated with $36 trillion in debt, addicted to cheap money, and unable to escape the clutches of a broken two-party system that keeps spending more, printing more, and lying more. But while Wall Street panics, there's another story unfolding, a story the mainstream media won't touch. Under President Donald Trump, the United States is entering a new golden age of crypto freedom. Unlike past presidents who feared decentralization, Trump has taken a bold stand. Crypto is not the enemy, it's the future. Within months of retaking office, Trump cleaned house at the SEC. The corrupt anti-crypto crusade was shut down, opening the floodgates for innovation. Coinbase, XRP, and countless others once under regulatory attack are now thriving. For the first time ever, the U.S. government is stockpiling Bitcoin, not to control it, but to secure its own strategic Bitcoin reserve, launched in March. This isn't just about technology, it's about freedom, financial sovereignty, power returning to the people. Corporations once scared of touching crypto are now going all in. MicroStrategy, rebranded as Strategy, is leading the charge, inspiring others to follow. New companies are forming not to serve the banks, but to stack Bitcoin, and they're doing it openly. Trump's approach has unleashed something the establishment fears: decentralized wealth. And they should be afraid. Of course, the media is doing what it always does: pushing fear. They're attacking Trump's new meme coin. They're pointing fingers at World Liberty Financial, a venture launched by his family. But let's be honest, this isn't about corruption. This is about control. The same people who bailed out Wall Street in 2008 are terrified they're losing control over the money supply. And they are. They want you to believe crypto is risky, that it's unregulated. But they said the same thing about gold, about the internet, about anything they couldn't own. And now, as tariffs rise, inflation creeps back in, and global trust in fiat currencies fades, the shift toward alternative assets is accelerating. This isn't speculation. This is a peaceful revolution. So what should smart investors do? First, protect yourself. Stick to cryptocurrencies with real networks, real adoption, and real market caps. Avoid meme scams and hype coins with no utility. Use American exchanges that are now aligned with new pro-crypto policies. And above all, follow the money, not the media spin. Look at who showed up to the White House Crypto Summit in March. Look at which companies are getting invited behind the curtain. Those are the future blue chips of the digital economy. We're not just witnessing a financial transformation. We're living through the beginning of a new gilded age. But this time, it's not the Vanderbilts or Rockefellers. It's Bitcoiners, coders, truth-tellers, and freedom maximalists. The old system is crumbling, and in its place, a new parallel economy is rising. Open, decentralized, and borderless. So while the elites scream, while the mainstream panics, and while the bond market burns, we build. This is cold storage media, and this is only the beginning.